I still just don't feel like dolling up for the camera. Okay, now here's what brought me here. A thought crossed my heart as I was looking at the various things that came across my desk by way of videos and just glancing at related videos with what I was watching and so on and so forth. There's so much that's so heavy and negative out there, and there's so little truth, and it's a challenging space to be in. So I wondered, what if I made a video that was just meant to be uplifting? What if? Now, I had never done anything like that. And I don't know if it'll work because I'm loyal to the flow. I'm not going to be spinning yarns and inventing things here from you, from the mind. And I think there's even enough of you that would tune in to the fact that I wasn't being um, legitimate that way. I mean, it's a well enough educated mind, but mind doesn't get us where we're going here. It's strictly a deal for heart, or whatever that word means. It's just a symbol. Okay, so how are we doing as a group with expanding identity, expanding out into more of who and what we are, and just what we know we are? I mean, we have the 7% thing, so we have lots of room there, lots of space to expand into. And at some point, we even kind of make contact with some metaphorical wings so that we can really soar. Just imagining simultaneous time will take you there if you want to go. Just to contemplate living all those lives that you've got, but all stacked up, doing it now, right this minute. I love contemplating the connection between them. I mean, it's only when this flows in the moment, your now, there's nothing more sacred than your now and your presence in it. And your now won't always bring you this stuff. And so I have, it's just my way not to go where the mind leads, but rather to stay tuned into heart. And that way, when something approaches, I'm more plugged into the heart of it and much more likely to get the meaning that's there for me. And it may be a heart meaning that makes no sense to the mind at all, and that's fine. But it can be a good deal of fun contemplating that not only are you living all of those lifetimes now, you're fighting battles, you're making love, you're swimming, you're sleeping, you're being good, you're being bad, and everything in between. I mean, you're just engaged in it all in so many guises and disguises, and so many different bodies that have so many different blessings, benefits, talents, issues, and illnesses, and injuries, and strengths, and whatever. I mean, there is, oh my goodness, life isn't boring. Come on. So, I like knowing that I am that which links this all up. The common thread, the common denominator is this I am. And as soon as we put something behind that I am, other words, it kind of messes it up. It makes it less pure and less perfect. The I am is great just by itself. But meanwhile, it's fun to play. I mean, that's why we're here, huh? If we wanted only the I am, we didn't have to come into embodiment for that. So, what I keep starting to say, though, is that your awakening consciousness right here and right now in this particular lifetime is having an impact and influence on all those other lives of yours. Can you feel into that? And your knowing it makes it even stronger, I suspect. And it's not anything you have to do. It's a natural occurrence. And so we have a lot of other embodiments that we're used to thinking of in terms of time and space as past lifetimes. And we're used to thinking in terms of you start small and then you grow, you start dumb and then you get brighter, and of this improvement thing. I'd like us to start pondering in spirals instead of straight lines like that. Can you tune into that? And so maybe it's better to think of a spring, and each lifetime is one of the rings on the spiral, the one spiral that is the spring. That's still pretty linear, but it's better than straight lines any day. Straight lines with dots on them or something for each lifetime. I don't think so. So, all right, so you are influencing all of that. And remember too, if you have need for a certain understanding or talent or something, a certain quality of character or some such, you can call upon your other lifetimes. You can call upon higher self to deliver and alter the DNA. Those, you have authority over them. That is you there. So it's not like you're interfering here. This is taking advantage of the greater being, of the greater knowing. That is you in all those lives that gained all that stuff. I mean, it's powerfully phenomenal when we contemplate. I'm going to say, especially once a being has hit 50 years in the human body, there's just a certain amount of learning that's occurred. And unless the being is totally blind, dumb, and stupid, or unless that one is so totally put to sleep by the hypnosis and the drugging that's done. And that's understandable too, friends. That it happens. And let us have mercy and no condemnation in our judgment, in our heart for anyone. Not anyone, not under any circumstance. Chances are, by the way, we've got that in spades, whatever it is we're condemning there. And if you want to find out about it, just condemn it in somebody else. It'll pop up for you. You'll find where it really exists. Chances are, if it's come into your vision, it's something you need to see. And chances are, if you need to see it, then it's in you somewhere, right? We don't even have to mention projection, do we? Life just ain't what it seems. And the sooner we drop reliance on mind and how mind has it all worked out, it's got everything all figured out, sure it does. That's nice, mind. Now go sit over there and, wear the dunce cap for a while. Leave us alone. In heart, there's a genius and a brilliance that can't be, there just aren't words for it. And people are looking to hook themselves up to computers and things to get additional prowess and perfection and abilities. I feel for them. This is what happens when you so identify with 3D that you're just convinced that you're the body, you're the mind. And the brain becomes so important, and you don't want to die, and you want to live forever, and you want to have a computer-enhanced biology. That is really screwed. And there's just, when people are going down that path, they're hard to reach. And we don't need to reach them. I do believe they need prayed for. We're one. That's another aspect of us doing that. Anyone that doesn't make it into ascension, well, that's an aspect of us too. It's all one. And having love and compassion for the whole of it, I find, is the best way. Now, I meant to be nice and touchy-feely here and uplifting. It is what it is, sure, but my God, the troops need a break sometimes, don't you know? To be reminded that we're divine and that everything's okay. It really is. For the most part, our higher selves are what's involved in the planning and the things that come to us. And it's all for good reason. And getting angry and fighting and rebelling against it is just fighting with what is. It's really dumb, and it's pointless. And I bet most of us have done it for any number of lifetimes. That was our passion, fighting what is, out there medicating pimples on mirrors all over the place and being oh so serious about it. Oh my God. I hope that you can see it's when we're taking ourselves so seriously that we're inflexible, that we're not open. Not only do we need to not take ourselves so seriously, we certainly don't need to take life as seriously as some of us do. Balance. I just find it all in balance. But it's fun exploring too, expanding out. Now, is anything more going to come? I'm not sure that it is. This might be a short little bitty video. And if so, I hope it has something that touches you, maybe gives you a smile, and just a little pick-me-up maybe for your coffee break. Have a good one then. See you again soon.